Until you believe you deserve better, you're not going to do better. Let me say it again. Until you believe that you deserve better, you're not only going to not do better, you're not going to get better. How many of you are in a relationship right now, well past the time that you know you should be here? How many of you have waited 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 9 years, 10 years, and you're still at the same place where you started the dysfunction? Not the same place where you started the relationship, the same place where the dysfunction started, where you recognize that something wasn't right, where you recognize that what you were getting was not enough, where you recognize when you that what you were getting is what you did not deserve, but you're still here. And you ask yourself time and time again, why am I still here? Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you decided to settle. You're here because at some point in this interaction, at some point in this relationship, you fail to recognize the golden rule is that if you're not happy, nobody else can be happy. Happiness begins with you and it ends with you. When two people come together in a relationship, both people are supposed to bring something to the relationship. You're supposed to bring your completeness. You're supposed to bring your whole self, not half a self, not a fractured self. But what happens realistically is that's what people get. They get people who are broken. They get people who need fixing. They get people who have unresolved issues. They get people who haven't even realized that they need work. And then the work begins in the relationship. If we were truly people that were patient, if we were truly people that understood the words value and worth and self-confidence and self-esteem and took those things seriously into contemplation, we would not enter or engage in relationships that we end up losing ourselves. Am I talking to you? Did you lose yourself in a relationship? Are you still trying to find yourself in the relationship where you lost yourself? I mean, just saying that made you realize that that's not a smart thing to do, right? If you lost yourself because someone else took you down a rabbit hole, are you going to go back down the same rabbit hole to find yourself? Or are you going to try to climb out of the rabbit hole and jump into another rabbit hole? Maybe you'll have better luck then. I'm not perfect. What I'm saying and what I'm teaching and what I'm sharing with you is things that I had to go through myself. Every person has to grow, and they grow from the place where they're broken or there has been brokenness. But if you're still mesmerized by brokenness, if you're still controlled by the chaos that you started out in, and you are comfortable with that chaos, you'll never recognize how to find peace. You'll never recognize how to move past this situation to the place where you can be at peace. Instead, you settle for a piece of chaos, somebody else's chaos that has nothing to do with you, somebody else's chaos that is not yours to own. But you're there because what? It's supposed to be a joint effort for better or for worse. For better or worse does not mean that you have to take the worst of someone. For better or for worse means that you both commit to the process of doing better through the worse. Let me say that again. For better or worse means that you commit to the process of doing better as the worst is occurring. But it's not for someone else to take out their frustrations or take out their animosity or anger or anything on the other person. That's called displacement. And it's not also called abuse. If you're in a situation right now where you're at a crossroad, watch the videos on crosswords first, and then come back to me and realize that what I'm saying is truth. You need to get out while you still can. You need to make a decision, if not singularly, you need to make a decision together. Sit down at a table. Say, you know what? Let's be honest with each other. Real work begins where truth exists. Don't be afraid of speaking your truth. Don't be afraid of telling the other person how you feel. Don't be afraid to tell the other person that you're in a bad place. Whether they accept it or they're able to help you get out of that place or not, you need to speak your truth. That's where it begins. I've said this time and time again. But you have to believe that you deserve more than you're getting, and you have to believe that you want more than you're settling for. Settling is not a good thing. Settling means that you've sold out. You sold a very valuable part of yourself, a part that will make you whole. You need to regain, gather your thoughts together, get your equilibrium right. I know it's hard. Sometimes, there's so many other variables, but I always talk about the variables that can affect your peace of mind. You know, you may not be in a mental space, you may be depressed, you may be sad, you may, you may have gone to a place where you feel that you can't even get back to yourself. I'm here to tell you that you can. Prayer works, faith works, but more importantly, the ability to get up is something that everybody who's fallen has. You don't have to stay down just because you're down. Get up. There's so many songs that have risen, yet I rise. You know, in the midst of despair and in the midst of adversity, the most beautiful roses do bloom. Remember, you are a rose, and in the midst of your adversity, it does not have to stop you from blooming. You have a choice. You do not have to settle today, and you don't have to settle for being less than. You need to recognize your power. You need to recognize your authenticity. You need to recognize that what awaits you is greater than what you will leave behind. My name is Ingrid Felton. As always, thank you for joining me today. I hope this was some gold nugget for someone out there who needed this word. And as always, continue to subscribe to the videos, like the videos, visit www.ingridfelton.com to schedule time with me, or www.barbellas.com. Tell others about what I'm doing and continue to show up. Continue to give me the support and love you've given me. And if I've never said this, I thank you for your love and support. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel needed. And as long as I feel needed, I'm going to continue showing up. Have a great day.